Daf Vav Amud Aleph. We'll start Daf Hey Amud Beis, 10 lines from the bottom at the 2 dots. Tanya Binyamin Noimer Al Shnei Dvorim Ayisim Mitzvah Kol Yomai. 2 things he used to be careful with and be very diligent with his whole life. Al Tfilah Shishtei Lifnei Mitosi. On his tefillah, that it should be before his bed. We'll see what that means in a moment. Val Mitosi Shtei Nesuna Bein Saf and Ladar. And the positioning of his bed, it should be positioned north-south, not in the east-west direction, but north-south. So what does this mean? What does it mean that tefillah is in front of his bed? If you'll say it means literally, that it means that he davened in front of a bed, that a bed was in front of him when he davened. How could that be? How do we know that when someone davens there should be no separation between him and the wall? It's preferable, the best way to daven is in front of the wall and nothing else in front of him, no distraction, no separation. So that couldn't mean that he was mitzvah, that he should have a bed in front of him when he davened. So how do you know there should be no davar chaitzes ben olaben akir shenemar vayasef chiziyot panav elakir veispal? He faced the wall. Elakir veispal. So the Gemara says loitem lifnei mitosi. That can't be what it means. Ela ema somoch lamitosi. What it means is somoch lamitosi. He got up. The first thing in the morning he did was daven. He didn't engage in any other outside activities, and the first thing he did when he got up was davening. Then there's a discussion in the Paiskim about learning before davening. That's an issue, and how and when is it permitted. But in general terms, a person, the first thing that he does is when he wakes up, the first thing is that he davens. So that was the first thing, that the position of his bed should be faced north-south. If a person positions his bed north-south, not east-west, because the Shekhinah is east-west, so it is not covered that his bed should be in the direction of the Shekhinah. But if he positions it north-south, he'll be rewarded. He'll have children, male children, so we darshan as tzvuncha in this context not as your hidden treasure, but as sofan. If your bed is in sofan, then tamale bidnam yisbu bonim, you'll have many children. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak amar af ein ishtoi mapelas nafom. She will not miscarriage. His wife will not have a miscarriage. Keksiv hacha utzvuncha tamale vidnam. Uksiv hasam v'yimlo yameh laleres mei tumim bevitna. So it says tumim bevitna. Tumim, it says over here, it's same loshon that in Beten, that it says over there that Yimelu Yamel and she had tumim. So and therefore we see that she did not miscarry. She had twins, and we see that for this Gzera Shava teaches us that this will be a reward for the person for having his bed bein sofan ladorim, as we see by Tamar that it says that she gave birth, and she gave birth to twins. 2 people go into daven, and one daven, he finished davening, he did not wait for his friend. And as the Rishonim speak out over here, where we're talking in a case in those days when the shuls were outside the city, they were in the fields, so it was dangerous to walk alone. So if 2 people are in shul, one person finishes and then he leaves his friend alone, so his friend is now afraid. And his friend being afraid, his tefillah will be disturbed and disrupted. So if this person causes his friend to lose his concentration in his tefillah, and he leaves him alone, and now he's in a somewhat dangerous situation, they take away his tefillah. You cause someone else's tefillah to be disrupted. You caused him to lose concentration, and therefore you ruined his tefillah. Your tefillah will be taken away from you. So, tarfin loy tefillah b'fanav shenemar terif nafshe ba'apay is nafshe, which we refer to over here as his tefillah. Terif, it's snatched away, ba'ap, in front of his face. We take it away from, because you left, so we take away your tefillah from you. Halamantcha tells of Aretz, you think that because of you, the Shekhinah will depart from the land? Because you think that Hashem only listens to your tefillah, that you're the only one that's important? And not only that, if a person does that, he leaves his friend, he causes the Shekhinah to leave Yisrael. He says, he departs from this place. The tzur that gave birth to you, Klal Yisrael, you forgot him. So the tzur is a Kodesh Baruch Hu. On the other hand, if he does wait from him, what is the reward? He's zeicha to the following brachos. If you had listened to my mitzvahs, and you'll have multitudes of children and descendants. Another memra of Abba Ben Yamin, Tanya Abba Ben Yamin, if the eye could see everything around, if you could see all of the hidden things, he would be able to see the mazikin, which are concealed. If he would be able to see that, he wouldn't be able to survive. There are more mazikim than there are humans, and they surround us around, just like the trenches that surround the vines. They trench around it for irrigation. They surround us all over. The mazikim are all around us. Each person has 1,000 to his left, Ravasa, and 10,000 to his right. When they have the shiur, the public shiur, the Yarchei Kala, and it's very crowded and it feels very, very squashed, it's because the Mazikin also come, and they come in, they listen to the shiur, and they come as well, and they surround us, so that crowd that we have, that the feeling of crowdedness, is because of the Mazikin. Also of the knees, the weak knees that we have, that are tired and weak, minai, it's from the mazikin that rest on us. High money, the rabbana, the ball of the clothing, the rabbana, they get worn out. The comes from the rubbing of the mazikin, it wears out the clothing. Hani kara de menakven, if you have the kara that are menakven, they knock together, minayu, it's because of them. So the feet that are knocked together is because of the mazikin. Hi man, the boy lemeda. So the Mepharshim speak out. The significance of knowing this is that if a person feels that they're mazikin, if he feels that they're worn out and the tiredness and the crowd and etc. and the pushing, and then he should know that there are mazikin. Mazikin are dangerous, and he should be mispalo. Kapitel Tzadi Aleph, the end of Kapitel Tzadi, he should say the tefillahs for the mazikin. If he sees these simonim, he should sense that the mazikin are present, and he should be mispala. If he wants to know to see them, laise kitma, if he wants to know if they're present, he should take ashes, kitma nehila, v'nahadar apuraya. So he should take ashes and he should put it around put it around his bed. He should take ashes that have been turned into fine powder and put it around his bed. In the morning he'll see the footprints of like chicken feet over there, and he'll know, then he'll be aware that the mazikin are present. And again, if he knows that the mazikin are present, he'll know to be mispalo. If he wants to actually see them, he should take the placenta, the shunrasa uchmasa, a black cat, bas uchmasa, and the daughter of a black cat, buchrasa bas buchrasa, the firstborn, the child of a firstborn, v'likle benura, and burn it in the oven, v'lishchaim, grind it up, and so now you have this powder, v'lamala eina minayo, and put it in his eye, v'chazilu, and he'll be able to see the mazikin. Then what's left over, l'shadya begufsa de parzla, put it in an iron tube, v'lchasma begushpantka de parzla, and seal it with an iron seal, so that the mazikin won't be able to get to it. Once it's sealed, the mazikin won't be able to get it. because otherwise the mazikin will steal it away from him. V'lachtum pumein should close his mouth so that he does not get injured from the mazikin. Rav Bibi bar Abaye Aver Hachi, that's what he did. Chalze, he saw the mazikin, visik, and he did get harmed. Rabbanan Rachme Alav, it's the Rabbanan davened, and he got healed. Tanya Abba Binyamin Oimer, another member from Abba Binyamin, he says, Ein tefillah shel adam nishmas al b'beis haknesses. The place where tefillah is heard is in a shul. So many Rishonim learn that means tefillah b'tzibur. It means tefillah b'tzibur, that a person should daven with a tzibur. Certainly that he should daven Shemona Esrei while the tzibur is davening Shemona Esrei. But even if not, as long as the tzibur is still davening, even if he's not with them, so if he's davening Shemona Esrei, they're saying Ashrei V'Alatzin, there's still a mila, and it means tefillah b'tzibur. Other Rishonim learn that it means no, even if he's b'yachid, he's yachid, and there's no tzibur. Right, for whatever it is, for whatever reason, there's no tzibur in the shul, there's still a mila of davening, even if it's a tefillah yachid, there's still a mila of davening it in a shul. How do we know this? That to listen to the Rina and Tefillah. So where is Tefillah heard? The Mokum Rina, in the place of Rina in a shul, where there's shiras, v'tishbachos, and song to the Kodesh Baruch Hu, praising Hashem, Sham Tehei Tefillah. That's where your davening should be. Amar Ravim Barav Va'ada, Amar Rav Yitzchak Minayin, Shekadosh Baruch Hu Moshe B'Beis HaKnesses. How do we know that the Shechina is present in the shul? Shenemar Elakim Nitzav Ba'adas Keil. Hashem is present. He's Nitzav in the Adas Keil. He's there. How do we know that any time there's a minion that the Shechina is there? Shenemar Elakim Nitzav Ba'adas Keil. And in Eda, as like we learn out from the Meraglim, Ad Mosa L'Reya Eda Hara Hazois, with the 10 Meraglim who were raw, who said Diba Ra Ala Aretz, there were 10, so we know that an Eda refers to 10. So when it says Elkim Nitza Ba'adas Keil, Hashem is there present with an Eda, with a minion of 10. Uminayin Lishleisha Sheyeshim B'din. I don't know if 3 people are now sitting in it for Paskin, a din Torah. So it doesn't say the learning, the paskin in the Torah. How do we know Shechina Yimoim, that the Shechina is also present? Shenemar Bekerev Elakim Yishpai. Uminayin Lishnayim Sheyeshim Vaysim Torah. Now how do I know even 2 people are oisek, be sitting and learning together, learning Torah, Shechina Yimoim, that the Shechina is present? Shenemar Az Nidbru Yirashem Ish El Re'ehu, one to the other, Vayakshev Hashem. And the continuation, the end of the pasuk says, "Uluchayshe Shemai." So, my Uluchayshe Shemai. What does it mean, Uluchayshe? That we think about his name. Ravashi. It's even if a person is only chishev. So he says, "Afilu chishev adam lasis mitzvah." Even though he just had it in mind, he wanted to do a mitzvah v'nenas, and he couldn't. He was prevented beyond his control for circumstances beyond his control. V'lo and he did not end up doing it. Malalav because of kilo asa. How do we know that the Torah considers it like he did it? So we learn out from this pasuk that l'chayshrei shemai, that even l'chayshrei shemai, that is considered that afilu chishavar malasum v'anaynas v'loasam malo because of kilo asa. Uminayin shafilu echad sheyoshev oisik b'torah shechina imoy. That how do we know even one person that is learning that the Shechina is present with him? We know that 2 people. How do we know even one person? Shenamar b'chol makam asher askin shmi avay lecha berachticha. So the Shechina is present and he blesses the person. Frek the Gemara v'hi v'chimi achad afil chad. Well, if the Shechina is present when even one person is learning Trei mi boy, certainly if 2 people. So why do we have to tell me 2 people? Gemara answers, Trei mechtavan milah b'sefer zichroinus. If there's 2 people, then this is recorded in the sefer zichroinus. This learning that their ma'aseh mitzvah, their schuyas are recorded in the sefer zichroinus. Chad lo mechtav milah b'sefer zichroinus. But if it's one person, if it's only one, it's not recorded in the sefer zichroinus. Taisus points out that all persons' deeds are recorded in the sefer zichroinus. It's recorded. And it's there is a record of everything that a person does in his life. What it means is that one person is only in his personal Sefer Zechroinus. It's not part of the Tzibur Sefer Zechroinus. If there's 2 people are Yoshev Vayisik B'Torah, that learning those Zechuyas are not only in his personal Sefer Zechroinus, but it's also in the common Sefer Zechroinus. Well, if I know that two people, that the Shekhinah is my Klosami boy, why does it have to mention if three people are Isaac Bedin? I might have thought that Dina is Paskin in a Din Torah. It's not learning, it's Paskin in Din Torah. I might think that it's a mitzvah, it's Milos Chasodim, it's making shalom between one person and another person. But the Shekhinah might not be present there. Kamash Malan, the Dina, Nami Hainu Torah. That Dina, a Din Torah is also Torah and the Shekhinah is present. What you're telling me that even by three the Shekhinah is present, why does it have to tell me if there's 10? Certainly if there's 10. So more answers, Asora, Kadma Shekhinah V'as. If there's 10, the Shekhinah comes before. It's Kadma Shekhinah. He's present there beforehand, he's waiting for them. If there's three, it's until they come. When they sit down, then the Shekhinah comes. But if there's a minyan, as the Meforshim point out, Elokim Nitzav Ba'adas Kel. The Makor is that Hashem Elokim Nitzav. Nitzav means he's there, standing in preparedness, meaning he's already there, waiting for them before they come to the Dir. Elokim Nitzav Ba'adas Kel. By three, it's only after they come, then the Shekhinah appears. Amar of Avin Bar Rav Ada Amar of Yitzchak Minayin Shekadosh Baruch Hu Meniach Tefillin Shenemar Nishba Hashem B'Yamina V'Zroya Uzay. Hashem is Nishba B'Yamina with his right, and V'Zroya Uzay. B'Yamina is Torah. B'Yamina is Torah. Shenemar B'Yamina Eish Das Lamoy. B'Yamina is Eish Das, the fiery Torah. So that's Mimin is a reference to Torah. Of V'Zroya Uzay Elu Tefillin. Of V'Zroya, his strength is Tefillin. Shenemar Hashem Oiz Lama Yitein. Hashem gives strength to his people. So Minayin Shat Tefillin Oiz Hem Yisrael. How do I know that this Oiz is referring to Tefillin? D'chsiv V'Ro Chol Amei Aretz Ki Hashem Hashem Nikra Lecha V'Yar Mimeka. The Tanya Rabbi Lezer Agor Leimer El Tefillin Sheberosh. That's the tefillah Shavuot, that the people will see that the Shem Hashem, the nation will see the Shem Hashem is Nikra Lecha, that we have the Shem Hashem on our heads, the Shin, the tefillah Shavuot, that the Parshias, the Shem Hashem, the Yarmah, they will fear us. This is a strength for us. So Kodesh Baruch Hu is Meniach Tefillin. What does it mean that the Rebbeinu Shalom is Meniach Tefillin? Obviously, it's not goof. There's nothing that represents any kind of physical form of Hashem. What does it mean he wears tefillin? As the Meforshim speak out, we wear tefillin. When we wear tefillin, what does that mean? That means we bind ourselves to the Rebbeinu Shalom. We bind ourselves to Shem Hashem, the parashios of the tefillin on our arm, on our head. We're mechaber ourselves. We bind ourselves, connect ourselves to Hashem. We're devoted to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Similarly, figuratively, the Rebbeinu Shalom puts on tefillin. He's devoted to us. We bind ourselves to him. We're devoted to him. The Rebbeinu Shalom is devoted to us.